Hello everyone, good morning all of you. First of all, congratulations and welcome to SSIT. Let me introduce myself Professor Amrish Bhavsar, and I am head of the department in civil engineering branch in SSIT. Today we are going to discuss about the smart city. So all of you have regularly heard in newspaper and in news channels, we are going to develop our smart cities. Our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi have decided that we are going to develop our city in a smart manner. So what is a smart city? And during the development of this smart city, what is the role of engineers from different branches is discussed by me today. For that, we have to understand the concept of smart city and which important things are conceptually used for making smart cities. Let's start. First of all, what is a smart city? What it means? A developed urban area that create sustainable economic development and high quality of life, excelling in multiple keys area like economy, mobility, environment, people living, and government. Excelling in these key areas can be done so through strong human capital, social capital, and ICT infrastructure. Means whenever we are going to develop smart city, these things are most important and it is well managed by government. In this case, economy is most important, people living of standard, and a governing body. This has a key role. And the most important thing, that is the overall development of infrastructure like public gardens, well planned roads, overbridges, hospitals facilities, recreational areas, major things are there. This smart city concept is within a 5 to 10 years we are adopting. And the main characteristics of smart cities are uses physical infrastructure more efficiently, supporting strong and healthy economic, social, and cultural development, reduces uses of environmental capital and support smart growth, promotion the use of information and the communication technologies, provides high quality of life. So you can see over here, for this kind of characteristics, We need highly qualified engineers from different branches, like for the communication required EC engineers, for environmental growth required environmental engineers, for infrastructure civil engineers out there, for the development and huge amount of softwares needed for the management of this smart city required computer engineers, growth of industrial area for that required mechanical engineer. So for this smart city, the requirement of engineers is created within the formation of the smart city. What is a smart city? So, one of the city having smart living, smart economy, smart peoples, smart governance, smart mobility, and smart environment. From these six things, we can develop a smart city. So, how we can develop these six things? Let's understand. Smarter city uses digital technology and information and communication technologies to better quality of performance. These engage more effectively and actively with its citizen. The smart city includes government services, transport, traffic management, energy, healthcare, water and wastewater management. The smarter city applications are major goal of improving the management and transforming the urban areas. The major technological, economic and environmental changes have generated interest in smart cities. So all these things are utilized in the smart city. So this is the basic need of smart city. What and which kind of development is required for particular this smart city? The basic things are cameras everywhere, Wi-Fi ports, traffic signal management, solar. This all things is managed by one single control room. For that, the computer engineers done these things. Now, smart city concept. After analyzing the initiative globally, certain common things to emerge for the formation of smart city and communicate. This is a smart city concept. Infrastructural, private and public transport system, energy, smart energy system, health, infrastructure. These are the main things. What is the smart governance? This aspect is backbone of smart solutions. Smarter governance is enabled through more informed decision making and participation of disparate opinions and agendas toward the overall betterment of the cities and communication. This is the role of smart governance. How they can provide this kind of facilities for the overall development of communities. Smart building, smart public services, better and smart education, smart utilities, smart healthcare, smart transportation. These all things are managed by the governments, so we can call that government as a smart government. Innovation and technologies. World over, technologies are enabling smarter solutions. Technology innovations in helping for better collection, processing, and analysis of the data through conventional and crowd or social media methods. This is the things for the innovations and technologies, which are that the smart of comfortable days, smart community work for school, eco living communities, parks and water, all that things, 24 by 7 healthcare, safe. These are the major things that is handling by technologies, and for that required more innovations towards the technologies, so we can manage that thing. Again, the smart city layout, this energy, public safety, parking management, city management, education, health, transport, citizen services are the major key point that must managed by government for the making the smart cities. Now, cities globally used more energy than the industrial and rural hinterlands, implying that energy efficiency is not just regional but also an urban responsibility. Particularly in India, we all suffer from the scheduled and unscheduled power cut. For minimizing this power cut required more and efficiently well managed energy dissipation system required energy efficiency services, distributed and generation of power, market based demand response, smart energy, automation and comfort services, energy storage and service reliabilities. These things are again important for the public comfort as well as industrial growth. Energy is the most important. For the development of smart city, a big amount of investment is required. Approximate 80 to 90,000 crore investment is needed. 800 to 1500 acre lands required. For this, government needed big investor from the big companies across the India, and for development of huge business they required more engineers. So job opportunities for the engineers are created. Electricity, all the electricity cables will be underground, that we know. Uninterrupted and highly reliable power supply. New sources like solar energy will be utilized. We know nowadays solar system is in high demand. For this kind of electricity and development of well planned electricity require more efficient electrical engineers. For that, gas supply system, we know if you are from Ahmedabad and from cities, Sabarmati gas service is from door to door. We know that natural gas will be distributed to every house and building via pipes, which is cheaper and safer than the cylinder, that we know. For this work needed more engineer having knowledge about the piping. Piping is the basically sub branch of mechanical, and for that required more mechanical engineer for the distribution of this kind of system. Water supply system, 24 hours water supply through pipeline. Wastewater treatment plants required for the cleaning of our city, smart city. 100% pure water is provided in any tap, for which rising huge demand of civil engineers. For the water supply system and wastewater management system require civil engineers. Air conditioning is most on demand thing for the smart cities, that we know because of global warming. Temperature is very high in cities as compared to rural areas. This will be a centralized air conditioning system called district cooling, which is cheaper and run and uses less electricity. It creates huge amount of demands for VC engineer as well as mechanical engineers. Solid waste management system. All the waste will be automatically sucked through underground pipes and high speed of 90 km per hour and will be treated through plasma gasification to produce electricity. Also, it will be utilized for farming. So again, require civil engineers over here for the solid waste management system. Transportation system. It provides transportation network that ensure easy and fast mobility of the following ways. First one is, city will also have its own metro station. Uses of a multimodal transportation system like intercity and intra-city transport system. Railway line also passes in the city. It will be just a 10 to 15 km away from airport by elevated walkway. Every buildings will be directly connected to the metro station. This transportation system will be designed by the civil engineers. So again, requirement of civil engineer are there. This is the well planned transportation system for the smart city. For every junction required well planned timer for the scheduling of traffic control, and that all managed by from the control room. For this smart transportation system, civil engineers going to design well planned transport system for the next 25 years, and for that they have to calculate that how traffic will increase nowadays. Social infrastructure, international exhibition complex, educational institute, international and domestic school, training school, hotels and business club, it all constructed by civil engineers. For that required more civil engineers. Technologies for the smart cities, broadband system for whole city, free Wi-Fi zones at different location, global connectivities, which all the things will be done by computer engineer, will create a huge demand of computer engineer for the system. Environment hubs, high quality environment malls, super multiplex theaters, beautiful and charming gardens, smart infrastructure are the key point of smart city for the entertainments. Okay, good. Integrated residential development, well planned residential housing projects, 20 to 25,000 residential flats required for the smart city, smart business environment, high landmark buildings for offices and companies are required for the smart city. Tunnels for pipelines, 20 feet high and 20 feet wide tunnels required. Tunnels will go through every buildings. No need of making holes for power supply, wires and etc. They are running through these tunnels. It create again requirements of civil engineer for the development. Parking, smart parking systems like developed countries, Japan, China, US, UK, that kind of parking system will be established at smart city, multi-level car parking system. Once 20,000 car can be parked, this will be connected to every building. Computerized road map for the bus and taxis. This kind of work done by civil, computer as well as EC engineer. From their joint efforts, we can manage this system, which create a good job opportunity for the engineers. Security system, CCTV cameras everywhere, in every gate, specially trained policemen will be present. system to be detect problem of the water and electricity. For the development, this kind of system need high qualified programmer as well as EC engineers, which create huge amount of job requirements for the computer and EC engineer for the smart security system for the smart city. So, from whole this scenario, we know that the maximum job opportunities for the engineers next 5 years, approximate 5 lakhs direct job opportunity, 5 lakh in direct job for the different engineers from all the branch. So, smart city development is most important nowadays, and for that required engineers. So, you are one of them. Wish you all the very best and thank you so much. Thank you.